Hey, what's up everybody? John here, Delighted Acres Farm, and it's hot, y'all. It is currently mid-90s. My weather app says it's like 95. My pickup's showing 99, but it has just been parked. So it's probably going to go down a little bit, but I am on my way home. I stopped on the way and stopped at the Mexican restaurant, got a couple orders of street tacos. Oh, I'm going to take those home, and Kelly and I are going to have that for dinner tonight. Y'all, this has been an interesting last couple of weeks or so. We have, let's see, been dealing with the Rooster. Rusty the Rooster has been a real pain in the hind end. He has gone on the attack a couple of times, and y'all, did you know a broom comes in pretty handy when you go take care of chickens and you have an aggressive rooster? Every time I go out with the broom, he will herd the girls into the coop, and I get to take care of the food and the water while they hang out, as long as I have that broom. So we'll see how that goes, but I don't know if we're going to continue with Rusty the Rooster, because it's just not good to have an aggressive rooster. And I understand he's protective, he's doing what roosters do, but I think if we were to raise a rooster up from young, I think there may be a different personality in a rooster raised from young than getting a rooster as an adult. And so I don't know that that's the case, but I know people that have roosters that are as gentle as a puppy dog, and ours is somewhere in between a puppy dog and a fighting chicken. So I don't know, but anyway, I don't know what's going to happen with Rusty the Rooster long term, but for now we can take care of him with a broom. But I don't want to have to do that. I want to be able to get in with the chickens and not worry about Rusty coming at me, and especially coming at Kelly. So there you go. That's the update on Rusty the Rooster. Oh gosh, it's been hot recently. Weather's been pretty good. We actually got some in the last, before the weekend started, we got some storms that came through. We probably got only about a half an inch for the first one that came through, but the one that came through on Friday night, we don't have a rain gauge out, which I have one. I just haven't put it out. I've had it in the garage for 2 years or so, but everybody around us has rain gauges, and people have gotten anywhere from 4 to 6 inches in that rain that we got a couple nights ago, or actually on Friday night. So I know we got a good amount. The grass popped up once the sun came out after a couple days, and so yeah, it's great to have some rain, things growing. And what else, y'all? I'm just doing this because I haven't done anything to actually make a video on. I've put out some shorts the last week or so, week and a half, which have done pretty good. But as of today, guys, my sub count is 997, and so close to 1,000. I don't know. It might be this week or over the weekend or something, but I'm not gonna get too excited, because I was at 995 and I lost 3 subscribers, and that's kind of how it has gone the last month or two, where it's up and down and up and down and up and down. And so I'm not going to get excited until we get significantly over 1,000, where whenever it goes back down, it'll still stay 1,000 or above. And so it's one of those fine line things that you just have to move on, and don't want it to go back and forth and have like 6 people say, hey, I'm number 1,000. Yeah, is that even a thing? But there is going to be a giveaway. We're going to wait probably till there's about 1,010 or more to actually do a giveaway. But we're going to do a giveaway. Kelly and I have talked about what we're going to do. I asked at the end of a video not too long ago, what do you think about, like, I know it's hot, it's 100 degrees, so my pickup still says 98, so it's not gonna, that's right where we're at. We're coming into the main part of summer, but Kelly's thinking she might want to put something in a giveaway that's like a stocking cap that she made, or a scarf, or I don't know exactly what her plan is, but we might put something like that in it. So what do you guys think about that? Didn't get a whole lot of feedback on that, but I'm asking you this time again, if we put something in that Kelly made that you won't forget it once it gets to be wintertime again. So, and I don't know, we'll put something together, and it may be a surprise. I don't know. We'll let you know. We'll let you know what it is beforehand. So anyway, if you guys have been watching for a few years, a couple years ago we got a load of compost. So we made our garden. We put our garden in a few years ago. Maybe it was 3. Man, I don't know. Time has flown by. So we put our garden in, and we got a load of compost, and it was woody. It was like chunky compost, and I was kind of disappointed. It worked okay. It kind of had a rancid smell to it, which happens sometimes whenever you have vegetation and stuff that's breaking down. But it didn't smell like soil or anything. It kind of had a rancid after smell to it. So we have not done much in the garden world in the last couple of years, and so that load of compost has been just out taking up space in the side yard there at the house, and kind of in the way. Friends of ours that have the cows, they rent our back 4 acres and put their cows out there. He's got a tractor, nice John Deere tractor, the bucket on it, and I asked him one time, hey, whenever you got your bucket on your tractor, would you mind moving that for me? And so he did. He came over a couple days ago. I don't know what day it was, but he came over and he moved that pile of compost to the backyard. We also have a big pile of dirt from whenever we had our septic system changed, and which leftover dirt. So we have a pile of dirt. We got a mountain of compost. There was way more compost than I thought there was going to be. I didn't realize there was that much compost there, but having sat there for 2 or 3 years, the big woody chunky pieces, the majority of it had broke down pretty good and is really kind of nice and dark, and it's actually has a smell like soil or dirt more than it does a musty or rancid smell to it. So give it enough time, it'll break down, and it has. And so we got to make some plans for next year, because we didn't do anything this year. I don't know, we did a green stalk, and it just, before we could do any good with the green stalk, is planting vertically, before we could do any good with that, the grasshoppers got to it, the heat got to it, the weather got to it, and Kelly didn't have the time to like really dive into it, because she had a work project that was going on, and it took up a lot of extra free time, because there ain't no free time whenever you're working on a work project and it's on a timeline and all that stuff. And so Kelly was crazy busy, and so anyway, we are going to figure out gardening in Oklahoma. Hot, windy, dry, grasshoppers, all the stuff. We are going to figure it out. That's our hope. We're going to figure it out. It's just kind of a pain in the hind end. So anyway, you guys, you got any questions for me? I haven't done a question and answer in a long time. Want to know anything? I'll try to answer it. Anyway, I need to go live. I haven't gone live in quite some time, and so I need to pick a time and do that so that you guys can hop on and say hey, and we can just interact. I like interacting on other people's lives. I haven't had the opportunity a whole lot in the last number of weeks or so on Sunday evenings, but there's a lot of friends that go live throughout the day and the evening on Sundays, and so I haven't had the time to hop on, and so, but I need to pick a time for me to go live because I like it, but I haven't had opportunity for a long time. So anyhow, y'all, I am coming into my hometown. I am not too far from home. I gotta go through town and then turn and drive a bit because we live out in the country, and so, but my hometown is basically out in the country all by itself. So anyway, you guys, I'm going to get off now as I'm coming through town, and thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Thanks for being a part of the journey of Delighted Acres Farm as we approach 1,000. Give it a share, give it a like, do all the stuff. I really appreciate it. And you guys have a great rest of your day, whatever day it is you're watching this, and I'll see you on the next video.